When you start to trade the CFDs, you would like to know how much money you need to start trading. As we can see here, we have margin, which is the money that is needed. Margin, money needed. And money needed, to count it is quite simple, very simple. Remember, the contract for the French, which is CFDs, it's actually what? The contract that we are trading. And since we're trading a contract, we need to understand the money that is needed. However, money needed is just a basic understanding when it comes to the risk. The money needed will keep changing due to the price where we sell and we decide actually what we decide to buy, if we actually decide to buy. And when we are looking at the margin, will fluctuate because of what? Because of the price. So in this case, let's look at what's happening here. We have what? We have a balance of 92.91, which is balance, right? This balance, as you can see here, I needed 136.12. How did I actually get to actually be able to have more margin than balance? Okay, let me explain. We have equity. You can see equity here. Equity. Equity represent what? Represent the money that is actually what? Being profited or being lost. And plus or minus this balance. So if you say 92.91 plus 87.6.90, you will get this amount of money. Now, when we look at what? When we're looking at free margin. Free margin. Can you see free margin over here? Free margin represents the money that is free. How is it being calculated? It's calculated based on equity. So if you say equity minus 136.12, you will get what? You will get the free margin. Now with free margin, you can actually still add more trades of a sell. Add more trades of a sell. This is how brokers, they offer service. As you are actually beginning this journey, myself, I have recommended brokers such as the Derive IC Market. With Derive, they offer what? They offer that they do not allow you to use free margin whenever you go to a profit, to protect you from actually more losses due to the points value of these two prices if they fluctuate so fast. All right. Now, that free margin is money that you can still add more trades. Some brokers, they allow you to have that. And that is something that I call a psychological issue when it comes to risk, because you will be risking more money, adding more trades, thinking that you have what? You have more money. Now, if you know what you're doing, that's okay. If you know the numbers, that's okay. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to actually bring awareness so that you can actually understand what you are doing. Now, the margin level will monitor the trades that you are taking. Will monitor the trades that you are taking. Given that the broker that you're using will allow you to what? To actually what? Cut your trades at 50%. That 50% margin level, that's represent that your trades, all these trades here, will be closed automatically because you won't be having enough capital on equity. So the 50% applies on equity, not balance. So if you say 50% of this equity, that means that actually what? Should you lose 50% of the equity, then your trades will be actually closed automatically. Remember, brokers, they offer what? Service, and brokers, they do whatever they can so that they can actually influence you to trade. Let's take an example here. You can see I have credit here, which is another sort of what they are actually inducing or influencing you to what? To add more trades and giving you the opportunity. However, they have rules when it comes to credit bonuses, which is sometimes they give you a bonus so that you actually can actually trade more. The bonus and the credits is gonna add more leverage. Is gonna act as a more leverage because you're not allowed to lose the bonus or the credit. You are not allowed to lose the credit or the bonus. All right. Do we understand each other? I believe we do. Okay, that's good. I love that. Now, on the margin level, it is quite simple. So you're gonna take what? You're gonna take the equity. And what? And minus actually equity divide by what? Divide by the margin. and then times by what? Times by 100, and then you will get what? You will get the margin level. The safe margin level, it's actually what? 200 according to me. However, according to these parameters, 100% is the safe margin level. I believe we understand each other on that part. Do we understand? Are we confused? Do we have some questions that we like to ask? Boza? Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them on the comment section below. All right. Now, when we continue to understand some part of actually trading, okay, when we are looking at a derived broker, that actually a broker that I'm mostly using, we have but actually some traders, they will actually what do marketing so that you can what you can actually purchase their signals, their robots, their indicators, which are actually in the end of the day they are not working. In this case, I want to share with you something that actually it's important that you actually must know. When we look at this, when we're looking at this trade here, as you can see here, I have $1.80. All right, because you see the account is in USD. On equity, you can see that I have 20, which is 18.28 plus 1.80, which is making 20.08. And then I have a margin of what? Of 1.75. As you can see here on the free margin, we have 0.05, which is, in this case, we said the balance. We took money from balance, not money from equity. That's the difference from when you're using a derived broker and when you're using other brokers. And for those who don't have an account, please, the links for you to register and open a trading account are in the bio. If you're watching this video on TikTok, if you're watching this video on YouTube, the links are in the actually description below or in the comment section below. Should you not see any of those links, please reach out to me so that I can happily assist you in your journey, so that you can have a trading account and be trade with an understanding on what's happening with the numbers here. All right. And if you're watching this video on other social media networks, please, the links are provided. If you do not see the links, reach out to me. The margin here, the free margin here, you can see that it was money from what? Money from balance, not money from equity. Brokers, they are not the same. They offer different services so that they can actually what? They can maximize how much they profit from you. All right? So when you're looking in terms of here, what's happening here, we say 1.80 minus margin, which is 1.75, we are left with 0.05. And this money, we can no longer open many trades. As you can see here, I opened these trades for me to trade the volatility 75, all right? However, you need to understand the value of this point, given that you are using a stop loss points. Okay, as you can see, this is quite simple, all right? Do we understand each other? Okay, I believe we do. Don't disappoint me. Mentees, guys, please don't disappoint me. You know that I love you and I want you to be aware on what's happening on trading. Now, the margin level will change, given that you are profiting because you are actually having more equity now. If you decide to close these trades, then you'll actually you'll have the balance here as 20.08. Okay. Now, when you're looking at the margin level is quite simple. It's monitoring the level your account is in. So the safe level here is what? Is 200. I recommend 200. All right, given that you understand the value of the point. And when you're looking at what? When you're looking at the free margin will only move down. Will only move down if you actually start to lose. When you're using the derived, will not move up. So be careful of other people, other traders trying to advertise their business to you, exposing you to this market environment, which you're going to be trading the indexes, which you won't know exactly for sure what's happening with the free margin. Okay, the free margin will only move this direction, which is you'll move down, given that you're actually losing the equity. All right, so this is actually you to understand on what's happening and for you to count well And then I love you all. Stay blessed. Remember, this icon over here is icon for doing the withdrawal and deposit, which is quite simple. You can use the platform. This feature is actually now there. So I believe now you understand on what's happening here, and stay tuned to another lesson. Stay blessed. I love you all.